So very good morning to all.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, right? So what is our smallest living organism?
Mycoplasma.
Mycoplasma.
So we share aerobic or anaerobic?
Anaerobic.
Anaerobes, because they never required oxygen, right? Okay, they cause both plant and animal diseases. And we already started that Protista kingdom, primitive relatives, protozoans without cell wall. And Protista includes different types of organisms like chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoid slime molds. So all these organisms which are included in Protista. Yes, all these organisms are unicellular eukaryotes. Some of the organisms they consist of cell wall and protozoans without cell wall, slime molds also without cell wall, right? So that's why we call primitive relatives. Most of these organisms they are present in aquatic, they are present in water, right? So next cell type is unicellular. We already discussed eukaryotic cell, right? So it links the other kingdoms like plant, animal, and fungi kingdom. Motility is present by the flagella and cilia, but in the prokaryotes, the motility only by flagella. Yes, Protista reproduce both asexual, sexual reproduction. Both are present. Both sexual, asexual, both are present in Protista, right? So what is the first? What we discussed? Chrysophytes we discussed, right? So chrysophytes, what is example for chrysophytes?
Diatoms and gold algae.
Diatoms and golden algae.
Yes, desmites or desmites. They are microscopic. This diatoms and golden algae is a microscopic. That's why they are passively they are floated on the surface of water. So mostly they are best present in both fresh water as well as marine water. Fresh and marine water, salt water, right? So major producers diatoms. Next, cell wall made up of
Silica.
Silica.
right, silica, right? So that's why it is not possible to destroy. So all these silica cell walls they form the diatomaceous layer. So
Sir,
what is a yes?
even if you like hammer it or if we expose it to like
It is
high
possible,
temperature,
but not possible easily, right? We had to apply the force.
sir, that is to high temperature also it won't break so easily.
Yeah. It is very hard. That's why it is not possible to. But the silica shells, two shells are present. They are thin, right?
Yes,
They
sir.
arrange like a soap box. It is possible, but naturally not possible to destroy the cell wall. Naturally not possible. Mechanically it is possible, no problem. Yes. So major producers, fine. So these are about chrysophytes. So what is the use of diatomaceous earth? It is gritty, right?
Pretty, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Used
That's why
for creating syrup.
Purifying syrup and oil.
Polishing, filtration of oils and syrups.
yes, filtration of oils and
Oils
syrup.
and syrup.
In examination, they will also identify the incorrect sentence. They will give like sometimes the silica shells are very thick. They will give like that. So that is incorrect. So every point you have to read clearly here. Chrysophytes. So which are the major producers in aquatic ecosystem, not terrestrial. In aquatic ecosystem, the major producers is diatoms, then followed by algae, right? So they provide food for zooplanktons. Zooplanktons again provide food for the small fishes. So small fishes again it support for the big fishes, right? Next. So chrysophytes we already discussed. So photoautotrophs. Chrysophytes are the photoautotrophs. Next, dinoflagellates. Why they call dinoflagellates? Because they consist of two equal flagella is present. Two flagella is present, right? That's why they call dinoflagellates. So mostly they are marine. Only few are the fresh water. So mostly they are present in marine water, right? So next, cell wall. Cell wall made up of cellulose plates. Like that of plants. Plant cell wall is made up of cellulose, right? But here, cellulose plates is present.
That is why these resemble plants, sir.
Yeah, resemble to plant. Because cellulose, no, that but bacteria is a non-cellulose, right? So cellulose plate is present, but cell membrane is common. All living organisms, they consist of cell membrane. All living organisms from prokaryotes to eukaryotes, except viruses. Except the viruses, not living organisms. So cell wall then followed by cell membrane, it is common. Plasma membrane, cell membrane, right? Cellulose plates. Here the cell wall is made up of cellulose plates. Two flagella is present. So this one flagella is, so the arrangement is different. The arrangement of flagella is different. One flagella is placed longitudinally. So one flagella placed longitudinally, other one placed transversely. So longitudinal transverse. So the arrangement of flagella is different, but equal in size, equal in length. So one is placed transversely, the other one placed longitudinally. So where they are inserted, a small furrow is present. A small furrow is present. In that furrow, they are inserted. So cellulose plates. So in the cellulose plate, a small furrow is present, they are inserted. So their position is different.
One more flagella is inside, sir.
No, they are inserted here. A small furrow is present between the cellulose plates. This is a cellulose plate. This is one more cellulose plate. A small furrow is present. So they are inserted like that.
Yes, sir. That is one more flagella is passes through the like organism. From
They are at the same place only, in the furrow only.
one is
So-
outside and one is like inside, isn't it?
No, not like that. So the arrangement is different. Both
Sir,
are outside
I-
only.
sir.
The arrangement is different, right? So dinoflagellate photoautotrophs because pigments are present, photosynthetic pigments, photoautotrophs. So different types of pigments are present, xanthophylls, carotenoids. That's why dinoflagellates are different in colors, red color, blue color, orange color. Green color
Then
also.
there are chromoplasts, sir.
Yeah, chromoplasts, different types of xanthophylls.
Chromoplast only gives different types of colors.
Yeah, chromoplast as well as this one also, xanthophylls, carotenoids. That is also photosynthetic pigments. What we discussed that the plastids, they are present in euglenoids and plants, right? Right. So dinoflagellate also consists of chloroplast. So here different pigments are present. That's why they appear red color, orange, blue color, right? So some of the dinoflagellates red color. Red color dinoflagellate, Gonialax. So Gonialax. So Gonialax is a red color. That's why we called as red tides. So very important. Red color pigment is present in Gonialax. That is a red dinoflagellate.
So then these form the like red color in the sea, sir.
Yeah. So due to the they have capability to multiply very fast because they are unicellular. So that's why Gonialax responsible for red color appearance of ocean, Red Sea, because of Gonialax. Some of the dinoflagellate they secretes toxins. Some of the dinoflagellate they secretes toxins. So these toxins kills some of the marine fishes, aquatic animals. Some of the Gonialax or dinoflagellate secretes toxins. The toxins kill the marine fishes. So here important points why they are called as dinoflagellates. Because two flagella is present, they are the photoautotrophs, mostly they are marine, different colors. Cell wall is made up of cellulose plates. So two flagella, they are placed differently. One is transversely, the other one is longitudinal. They are inserted in the furrow. Next, red color of the ocean because of gonial eggs, because it called as red tides.
Right.
Tides.
So they secrete the toxins kill the marine fishes. So these are about dinoflagellates. So they also producers, but they are not main producers of the ocean. Diatoms, phytoplanktons as the main producers. Got it? Next. Yes, mostly marine, means some are few are the freshwater. Next, photoautotrophs. They're different in color, yellow, green, brown, blue, red. Sorry, orange not given. Yellow, green, brown, blue, red. They're different in colors because of pigments. Various pigments are present, xanthophylls, carotenoids. But the main pigment is, what is a universal pigment?
Chlorophyll A.
Yes, chlorophyll. That is universal. It is present in all photosynthetic organisms. Without chlorophyll A, they are not photosynthetic organisms. Chlorophyll A must and should. It is a main photosynthetic pigment. It absorbs the light and converts that light energy into ATP. It converts light into chemical energy. What is that chemical energy? ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Next, what is given? Cell wall is made up of strip of cellulose plates. Simply cellulose plates like that. The cellulose in the form of plates. Right? So somewhere they are inserted flagella.
But these cellular plates like protect them, sir.
Yeah, cellulose plate, cell wall means protection. Main function of cell wall is protection. Next, impermeable for, yes, Nitin, impermeable for macromolecules or micromolecules. It is a barrier for macro or micromolecules.
Barrier for macromolecules.
Yes, barrier for macromolecules. But it is permeable. Cell membrane is not permeable, right? It is semi-permeable cell membrane.
It
Cell
only
wall
allows.
is, yes, it allow the only some of the molecules, cell membrane, but cell wall is not permeable. Sorry, cell wall is permeable, but it is a barrier for big molecules, macromolecules. Next, so they can serve two flagella. So one is placed longitudinal, the other one is placed transversely. They are inserted in the furrow between the wall plates. Red dinoflagellate, gonial eggs, red tides. So this gonial eggs are main reason for the appearance of red color of ocean. And somehow they release the toxins. Yes, large number of the year, not some of the dinoflagellates. So many of the dinoflagellates, they secrete toxins. So the toxins kill the marine fishes, some of the aquatic animals. Right? Next, yes, what is the next organisms which are present in
Euglenoids.
yes, euglenoids. So euglene are present in freshwater, not in marine. Only they are present in freshwaters. Abhijit. Yeah, they are present in freshwater. So next, Actually, cell wall is absent, but so cell wall is absent. In the place of cell wall, a protein layer is present.
This also has the ability to synthesize its own food, isn't it, sir?
Yes, these are the also same photoautotrophs. So fresh water, they are present in fresh water, stagnant water, pond water. So they are also photoautotrophs because they consist of pigments like that of higher plants. So whatever the pigments which are present in euglenoids, similar to higher plants. So we discussed, right, plastids present in euglenoids and higher plants. So here the pigments present here similar to higher plants, right? So here cell wall is absent, but what is present? Protein layer is present. So due to the presence of protein layer, it is flexible. It is not a plate, it is not a cellulose, it is not a rigid. It is a protein layer, that's why it is flexible, right? Next, a small eye spot is present, that is not mentioned. Eye spot. Eye spot is present. Here also flagella is present, but unequal flagella. One is long, the other one is short. Unequal flagella. But dinoflagellates, equal flagella is present, but the arrangement is different. Unequal flagella, they are unequal in length. Got it? So they are the photoautotrophs. They are present in fresh water. Pigments present like that of higher plants. Protein layer is present instead of cell wall. Cell wall is absent. This protein layer we call as pellicle. Very, very important. What is pellicle? Protein layer is present instead of cell wall in euglenoids. Is called pellicle. Stagnant water, stand water, they are present especially ponds, not in floating water. Right. In the presence of sunlight, if sunlight is present, these are the euglenoids or the photoautotrophs because they consist of pigments, right? That's why they synthesize own food in the presence of sunlight. But in absence of sunlight, they feed on other microorganisms. They feed on other animals, other organisms, other small organisms. They are present in water. So that's why they called. Are you following this? In the presence of sunlight, they are the photoautotrophs. In the absence of sunlight, they are heterotrophs. They feed on other organisms. So that's why two types of nutritions are present in euglenoids. That's why euglenoids are the mixotrophs. We have to note down mixotroph not mentioned in the textbook. Why the euglenoids are mixotroph? Because they show two types of nutritions.
Sir, they are even chemoheterotrophs, sir.
Because they are feed on other organisms, right? In the absence of sunlight.
So they are both like photoautotrophs as well as.
Photoautotrophs and chemoheterotrophs.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is pellicle?
Yes.
Pellicle.
Protein layer. Instead of cell wall, protein layer is present. That is pellicle. What is example for euglenoids? Euglena only example. Euglena.
Mixotroph, sir, you said something with that.
Mixotroph means it shows two nutritions, right? In the presence of sunlight, it is photoautotroph. In the absence of sunlight, it feed on other animals, other organisms. It eat the other organisms. That's why heterotroph. We are also chemoheterotrophs. We are feeding on, we are the heterotrophs, right? Consumers. We are the
Yes, sir.
heterotrophs, consumers. Heterotrophs. We are unable to synthesize food, right? We are unable to synthesize, we are unable to oxidize inorganic compounds. That's why we are the heterotrophs. We are not saprophytes. We are not decomposers. Fungi and some of the organisms are the decomposers. Bacteria is a decomposer. Dead organic matter. They grow on dead organic matter. Yes, any questions here? No. Next.
Sir, in euglenoids, the pellicle protect them, sir.
Yes, pellicle product.
Okay.
Yes, majority of the euglenoids they are present in fresh water, stagnant water, standing water. They are not present in floating water. Yes, instead of cell wall, what is present? Protein rich layer is present, what we call.
Pellicle.
Pellicle.
So that's why it is flexible. The protein layer is flexible, right? Next, unequal flagella is present. One is short, the other one is long. Next. Next slide. Yes, in the presence of their photosynthetic, photoautotrophs. In the absence of sunlight, they are
Chemoheterotrophs.
chemoheterotrophs. Simply heterotrophs. Yes, they consist of pigments similar to like that of higher plants.
Chlorophyll, sir.
Chlorophyll is universal.
So there is even plants contain chlorophyll A itself.
Yeah, along with chlorophyll A, plants consist of chlorophyll B. It is a main pigment that is universal. Along with chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B is present, as well as xanthophylls are present.
So both are the all these three are present in euglenoids.
Yes, xanthophylls present, carotenoids present.
Yes, sir.
These are also pigments. The main pigment universal pigment. Universal pigment. See, if you want to, you have to see outside. The plants are how much green because of most abundant
Chlorophyll.
pigment. Just see outside from your window. All that what you are appearing, that green color is a chlorophyll. Universal pigment, most abundant pigment in the biosphere. Chlorophyll. This is the main reason. It is absent in our body. If it is present in our body, just drink the water, go outside, expose the body to the sun. That's it. Chlorophyll is absent in our body. That is the reason only. We are the heterotrophs. The chlorophyll is present in our body. Just go outside, drink the water, stand outside in the presence of light. That's it. Chlorophyll is absent. Chloroplast also absent. Chloroplast organelle is absent. Chlorophyll is also absent. Not only chlorophyll, other pigments also is absent, but the main pigment is chlorophyll. Right? So euglena is example for this. Euglenoids, euglena example. So next, slime molds. So actually they are like that of fungi. Like that of fungi, but not fungi, slime molds. So here slime molds are saprophytes. So they are not fungi, just they characters like that of fungi. Saprophytes, they grow on dead organic matter, decomposed matters, right? So slime molds, they grow on twigs, plant bodies, leaves, flowers, right? So these are slime molds. During conditions are favorable, during favorable conditions, all slime molds together aggregate. All slime molds are aggregate and form.
Plasmodium.
Yes, plasmodium. All these slime molds aggregate together, they form plasmodium.
During favorable conditions, sir.
Yes, during favorable conditions. And during unfavorable conditions.
They produce fruiting bodies.
During unfavorable conditions, this plasmodium produce some of the fruiting bodies. Imagine these are the fruiting bodies. Right? So this is the favorable conditions when the conditions are good. When the unfavorable conditions, temperature is very high, food, as well as there is no water. So this plasmodium produces fruiting bodies. Fruiting bodies. On the fruiting body, spores are produced. On the fruiting body, spores. Spores are produced. What is the character of spores? Spores with true cell wall. What about plasmodium or slime molds? Slime molds without cell wall, but only spores with cell wall.
What is fruiting body, sir?
Fruiting body means the body on which spores are produced we call as fruiting body.
Okay, sir.
On this structured spores are produced. That's why we call fruiting bodies. Actually, where the seeds are produced? Inside the fruit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here spores only with true cell wall. The slime molds without cell wall, remember, but not mentioned in the textbook. So spores with true cell wall. That's why the spores are able to tolerate adverse conditions. So that's why these spores are which are resistant against the temperature, adverse conditions. What is the reason? Because they consist of true cell wall, resistant against adverse conditions. Resistant to adverse conditions mean high temperature, adverse conditions. These spores spread to the new places by the air. Very, very important. Air currents. Not by the insects, not by the humans. They only spread by the air. Got it? So slime molds, which are the saprophytes, saprophytic nutrition, because they grow on dead organic matter. Dead bodies or dead organic matter. Dead bodies of plants, animals. Right? So during favorable conditions, all these slime molds are aggregate and form plasmodium. During unfavorable condition, plasmodium produce fruiting bodies on which spores are produced. The spores with true cell wall, they are resistant to adverse conditions, and as well as they survive for many years. They survive for many years. This is the reason only, true cell wall only. Got it? Yes, any questions here?
So, what differentiates between slime molds and fungus?
Slime molds and
Fungus.
fungus consists of cell wall. Fungi consists of cell wall. There is no cell wall here. That is the one difference. These are the unicellular. That is one of the reasons. Slime molds are unicellular.
Yes, sir.
That is the main reason. Cell wall is absent. That's why they placed in protista. But fungi consists of cell wall. Cell wall is present. Right? Animal kingdom also. All animal kingdoms, there is no cell wall. In the organisms present in animal kingdom, there is no cell wall. So that's why the organisms without cell wall, some of the organisms with cell wall, simply unicellular eukaryotes placed in protista kingdom, right? So see the next point. So this is a slime mold. So this is ectoplasm. This is endoplasm. This is nucleus, small dots, nucleus.
Sir, then there will be more number of ribosomes in this, isn't it, sir? Because many nuclei are there.
Yes, more number of ribosomes. That and all not required, just to remember saprophytes. Under suitable condition, they form aggregation of slime-mouse results. This is called as plasmodium. This one plasmodium with uninucleus. Plasmodium, sorry, slime molds with unicellular with uninucleus. Aggregation result plasmodium. Plasmodium with many number of nucleus, multinucleus condition.
This is only plasmodium.
Yes, plasmodium multinucleus condition. Because this aggregation of slime molds. During unfavorable conditions, here they form fruiting bodies. On the fruiting bodies, spores produce. Next. Yes, what is the character of spores? True walls are present, cell wall. So that's why they are resistant to adverse conditions. They survive for many years. And how they spread? By air. Yes. So these are about slime molds. Next one, what is the next one? Protozoans. Why the protozoans are primitive relatives of animals?
They lack cell wall.
Yes, there is no cell wall. That's why these are the primitive relatives of animal kingdom. So these are also protozoans without cell wall. Without cell wall, unicellular eukaryotes. Right? Yes, some are the predators. Some are the parasites. Some are the free living also, but predators, parasites. So Plasmodium vivax that cause malaria disease. That is a parasite. Trypanosoma, that is also a parasite. Right? Which are the primitive relatives without cell wall. Heterotrophs. Heterotrophs. Got it. Next slide. So which are the heterotrophs and live as predators and parasites. Got it. Next. Yes, primitive relatives of animal kingdom. Because no cell wall. Yes, again, protozoa consists of 4 major groups: amoeboid, protozoans, flagellate, ciliated, and sporozoans. So protozoans without cell wall, primitive relatives of animal kingdom, and some are the free living and some are the parasite predators, and nutrition is heterotrophs. Heterotrophic nutrition is present. Yes, amoeboid protozoans. This amoeboid protozoan, they are present in fresh water or marine water. Fresh water, marine water, marine, as well as they are present in soil. Amoeboid protozoans. They are present in water as well as they are present in soil. Marine forms. Marine amoeboid protozoa. Marine forms have silica shells. or silica walls are present. Only marine forms. Right? So these amoeboid forms, they form false feet. What is a false feet?
Pseudopodia. Pseudopodia, sir.
Yes. False feet to capture the food. Amoeboid, there isn't any particular shape for the amoeba, right? So it formed the pseudopodia, that is false feet. Pseudopodium or pseudopodia. Right? This is a character of amoeboid protozoans. So they are present in freshwater marine as well as in soil. Marine forms has silica walls. To capture the food, what they form? False feet. We call as pseudopodia. Next, flagellated protozoans. Flagellated protozoan, they consist of flagella. Flagellated protozoan consists of flagella, right? They are free living or parasites.
Sir, amoeboid protozoan example amoeba, sir.
Yes, amoeba only.
Any other example, sir?
Entamoeba. Entamoeba histolytica that cause diarrhea. Second year you will discuss in zoology. I think we have already discussed in protozoans in animal kingdom, right? Sorry, not in animal kingdom. Second year you will discuss this entamoeba. So amoeba, entamoeba example for amoeboid protozoans. Next, flagellated protozoans. These are free living or some are parasites. Example for this flagellated trypanosoma. Trypanosoma. So this trypanosoma, it causes one other disease, that is,
Sleeping sickness.
yes, sleeping sickness. Right?
Sir, even amoeboid protozoans have like silica walls, sir.
Marine forms only. Amoeboid may be present in freshwater or maybe marine water. Marine forms consist of silica. Silica walls means silica deposited on the layer, cell membrane, plasma membrane. Automatically wall is formed.
Yes, sir. So
Actually, this,
amoeba is present on like terrestrial or like it is
both.
terrestrial as well as.
Maximum they are present in aquatic.
Yes, sir.
So flagellated protozoans, they consist of flagella, free living parasites, trypanosoma, sleeping sickness. Right?
Sir, they have one flagellus.
Which one? Yeah, one flagella means, yeah, flagella is present, one flagella only, right? Yes, next ciliated one. They consist of cilia, right? Paramecium example.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ciliated example is paramecium. I think you have the idea. So what is present on paramecium? Number of 1,000 number of
Cilia.
cilia is present. Cilia is very short. 1,000 number of cilia is present. A small furrow is present, that is open outside. We call as gullet. A small furrow is present on paramecium. That is a furrow that is open outside. That is called as gullet. So paramecium is example. Thousands of cilia is present. That is responsible for the movement of the cell. So here the coordination movement of cilia result. The food is loaded into the gullet. Along with water, the food is loaded into the gullet due to the coordination movement of cilia. Due to the coordination movement of cilia, the food along with water loaded into the gullet. Gullet is a small furrow that is opens outside, that is present on the paramecium. Right. Next, sporozoans. Sporozoans means they consist of life cycle. In their life cycle, they form spore-like stage. Spore-like stage is present in their life cycle. In their life cycle, they form a spores. That's why these protozoans we call sporozoans. The best example is Plasmodium vivax.
Sir, sporozoans are different from slime molds.
Yes, they're different. They are the protozoans. Example for
Last
sporozoan is
also we discussed Plasmodium itself isn't in slime.
this is a name of the protozoa, Plasmodium vivax, that cause malaria. Are you following? This is a name. Plasmodium is that is aggregation of the slime molds. They form a body. That body we call as Plasmodium. But here the name of the protozoa is Plasmodium vivax. That cause malaria. Right. So these are about 4 different forms of protozoans.
Sir,
Yes,
but
but
malaria is caused by mosquito, female mosquitoes which bite us.
not mosquito. Mosquito spread the Plasmodium vivax 1% to the person. Mosquito is a vector. Plasmodium vivax complete its life cycle by using 2 hosts. What is a host? Primary host is mosquito. Secondary host is humans. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
So Plasmodium vivax complete its life cycle by using 2 hosts. What is the primary host? Mosquito. Secondary host is humans. In humans, it formed the spore-like stage, sporozoan stage.
Yes, sir.
Right. We'll go one next slide. So amoeboid protozoans. Yes, amoeba. One more example for amoeboid. Entamoeba. Right. They are present in fresh water, marine water, as well as they are present in soil. Yes, to
Yes.
capture the food, what they form?
Pseudopodia.
Or
False
False
feet.
feet.
yes, marine form consists of silica walls.
Silica
Shells.
Actually, if they are present in a marine, automatically the silica is deposited on the membrane that form the wall, silica walls. Example is Entamoeba, amoeba also. Entamoeba is a parasite. Remember, it causes diarrhea in humans. Entamoeba and amoeba is example. Next, what is the next protozoa?
Flagellated.
Flagellated.
protozoa.
Example,
Trypanosome.
Trypanosoma.
Trypanosoma. Right? Yes, they consist of flagella, right? Single flagella is present. That's why they call flagellate. Some are free living, some are parasites. They have flagella. Yes, the best example is Trypanosoma. They cause
Sleeping sickness.
sleeping sickness.
बच के रहना रे पापा, बच के रहना काकी, काकी poop baba, poop okay.
Right. Next. What is the next one? Ciliated example, ciliated.
Paramecium.
Paramish.
So thousands of cilia is present, as well as what is the character presence of what is this?
Gullet.
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 It is a furrow open outside. Thousands of cilia is present, but anatomy of flagella cilia we studied, right? Both are same. Anatomy of flagella cilia of eukaryotes is same. Yes, it consists of space present inside the membrane of anatomy of cilia flagella.
Axonate.
Axonium, right? What is the arrangement of microtubules?
9+2 array.
9+2 array.
Right, good. 9+2 array. Right, fine. So here, what is this one?
Central sheet.
Central
Right.
sheet.
So how the peripheral one attached to central sheet?
Radial
Radial.
spoke.
Radial spokes. They are interconnected by
Linkers.
Interdoublet.
Interdoublet bridges.
interdoublet bridges. Good, good. Right.
Radial.
Yes, here the ciliated one they can some gullet that is open outside. Yes, due to the coordination movement of cilia, what will happen? Water along with food is loaded into the gullet. So cilia responsible for, we studied, right? Cilia responsible for movement of cell as well as movement of surrounding fluid. Cilia differentiated from the flagella. Cilia is very small. The flagella is too long, as well as flagella responsible for movement of cell only. But cilia responsible for movement of cell as well as surrounding fluid. Paramecium is example. What is the next?
Sporozoa.
Sporozoans.
Why they call like that?
They have a spore.
They have
Contain
spores
spore.
stage.
Spore-like stage.
Yes, they can say spore-like stage. Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium vivax is a protozoa name. That body of the slime mold we called, after aggregation we called plasmodium. There is a difference. Infectious spore-like stage. In humans, that sporozoans they call disease, malaria disease. Actually, Plasmodium complete its life cycle by using two hosts. One is that female,
Malaria
and the next one is humans. So malaria parasite, Plasmodium vivax actually. Okay, they given only Plasmodium. Cause malaria. Plasmodium vivax. So this is a genus name. This is one is species. Yes, any questions here? So what are the saprophytes present in Protista kingdom?
Slime molds.
Slime molds.
Slime molds. So why the spores of the slime molds? So they resistant adverse conditions and they survive for more years.
Because they
Because
have
they have true cell
true
wall.
cell wall.
Yes, two cell walls is present. Yes, mixotropes example,
Euglenoids.
euglenoids, right? So which of the microbes in Protista they similar to like that of plants, pigments similar to like that of plants,
Euglenites, sir.
euglenoids, right? Next, nitrogen fixation bacteria example,
Ribosome.
what ribosome,
Rhizobium.
Rhizobium.
PM, right? Okay, so next one is the fungi. So fungi kingdom. So mushrooms also the fungus, right? Some of the fungi is edible mushrooms. Some of the fungi is edible, right? The fungi, so all are heterotrophs. Some of the fungi is parasite. They cause animal diseases, plant diseases. So nutrition is heterotrophic nutrition is present. Yes. So fungi is heterotroph. So heterotrope, chemoheterotrope, and again, some of the fungi is parasites. They cause both plant and animal diseases. So they cause different diseases, parasites, and some are the free living.
Saprophytes.
Yes, free living saprophytes. So they
Sir,
grow on
what do
dead.
you mean by free living, sir?
So they never grow on other animals, right? That's why free living. They grow on dead organic matter, not on the other organisms, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why free living, right? So next, some are they form symbiotic association, means they are associated with the other organisms. Symbiotic, they form symbiotic association, mutualism. So mutualism means in this association, both are get benefited. So that's why we call as symbiotic association is a mutualism. Mutualism, without this relation, they never survive independently. That's why this one is symbiotic. Rhizobium, legume plant also symbiotic association, but that is a bacteria. We are discussing now about that fungi. So they are the parasites, free living, saprophytes, symbiotic association. They form symbiotic association with different organisms. For example for symbiotic association is fungi plus algae. Fungi associated with algae and form
Lichens.
Nitrogen.
lichens. Fungi also associated with roots of higher plants.
Mycorrhiza.
Right.
Mycorrhiza.
Higher
Mycorrhiza.
plants, right? Symbiotic. So for example, the fungi supplies water, sulfur, phosphorus to the plant. The plant supply organic food to the fungi. Symbiotic. Mutualism. So fungi plus roots of higher plants. Mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza. So this with both are important. Lichens never grow in the air polluted areas. Remember, very, very important. They never grow in air pollution areas. Simply polluted areas.
Then lichens will be out of city only, isn't it, sir?
Yes. Pollution indicators are lichens. Very, very important. Pollution indicator, they never grow rice. If they never found that area is polluted with chemicals, or that area is consists of air pollution. So polluted indicators, lichens. So fungi heterotrophs, so maybe parasite, free living, symbiotic. Symbiotic example is lichens and mycorrhiza. So this is all about, and tomorrow we'll continue from here. Yes, any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, what are the polymers? Example.
Rubber, gum, cellulose.
Yes, cellulose and cellulose. What are the polymers? They are found in acid insoluble fraction. Nearly
Proteins, polysaccharides,
proteins, polysaccharides, and
nucleic acids.
nucleic acids. Right?
Sir, even lipids are found, isn't it, sir?
That are not polymers, man. But even though they are found in acid insoluble fraction. Okay, once again, you had to revise when you're free. Okay, 100% this week only, up to up to ascomycetes this week. So I had to complete.
Yes,
Up
sir.
to the ascomycete you had to read, and tomorrow I will discuss. Right?
So next week is going to be from biomolecules till this chapter.
Next week?
Like next week, yes, Monday.
No, only 100% from the present week only.
It's only this chapter.
Yes, present week only 100%. Okay. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.